I'm from Houston, Texas. I was raised there. I live a little bit outside of the city, so it was good getting, live in a big city, and then it was also kind of like a small town, so it was the best of both worlds. My first memory would be with this team called the Dragons. I played. It was a local team there in Pasadena, and I just remember running around with a bunch of kids. I think just my parents. They really pushed me. I remember there was times where I didn't want to play anymore, but they just kind of kept pushing, and thankfully they did, and I'm here now. I think it was whenever I joined this club team named Tigres. It was that was more in the Houston area, and they had connections with the professional teams in Mexico, and I just saw the potential and what soccer could do for you, and I just from then on I figured let's see how far we can go with it.
And tell us a little bit about your choice to go to West Virginia. How were you?
We went to it was a showcase in Florida, and I was part of the Houston Dynamo at the time, and we went. And I remember the coach came up to me after a game, said he wanted me to come down and visit. So I went down and visited, and I joined West Virginia. My parents wanted everyone to go to college, and so being able to go and play soccer on a scholarship was almost like a dream come true for them. I mean, it was kind of hard for them, especially for my mom, because they're more attached to the kids, and but she knew it was for the best. So she was okay with it. She knew it was for the best, so she was okay with it.
What did you learn in your 2 years at West Virginia about you and about your soccer game?
I guess whenever you're alone, you figure out more about who you are, and you have to kind of just deal with the problems on your own rather than having your parents there. And I remember I would train and train and train, just because I knew my parents were expected big things from me, so I was on my own, so I figured I have to do it. Once I left West Virginia, I knew my buddy Leo was he was looking for, or he was going to Division I, and he told me that he was coming down here in McAllen. So I was like, well, it's close to home, it's still D1, and so I called him, and he gave me the coach's number, and they called me later. And we were always really close, especially in the Dynamo. I play defender, and he's a goalkeeper, so our positions are relatively close. And even then in the Dynamo, we were kind of good friends, and so it was always good. I was a wide forward for a while, and then coach needed a left back, so he put me back there, and ever since then I just kind of stayed back there. It's a very unique position because you get to attack and defend. So you're running up and down the field the whole time, and you get to be part of the defensive side and the attacking side. So it's a very fun position to play because you're all over the place. Before a game, I always put myself in the situation that I'm going to be in a game. If I'm going to be high up the field, I try to get a mental picture of exactly what I'm doing, what I'm going to be doing, and the same for the middle of the field and the backfield. I just kind of replay the game before I play it.
2 minutes, boys.
I'm actually kind of excited. It's been a long 4 years in the academic standpoint, but from the soccer side, I'm grateful for being able to play this long, and I'm just looking forward to see what the future holds. We get to play and we get to go to school, so it's basically like the best of both worlds. Especially for a soccer player, and I just don't think you get any better than that. I mean, you're getting a degree and you're getting to play the sport you love, so.